Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Always look at people's actions rather than at people's words. It's true that words sometimes matter if the person is trustworthy. If you don't know the person and that person says something, don't believe anything. Unless that person does what that person said will do. So promises and wishful thinking, they sometimes are nice, but until you see that done and completed, that means just promises and words means nothing. And besides, I encountered a few people in my life who used to play this kind of card. Man, if I knew, I would have helped you. Or if I knew, I would have given you the money, or I would have something like that. Hey, you can do it now. Oh, no, 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 no. It happened a few times in my life with a few people. Important people, actually, in my life, not unknown people. People that I cared about. All right, so, but not no more because you realize they are as they are, and then you put them where they belong. Russia Today, August 6, 2023. Russian senator promises new offensive in Ukraine. Remember, promises. It doesn't mean that could happen, will happen. All right? Troops will go, will go, on a new offensive after grinding up enough of Kiev forces, Dmitry Perminov has warned. It's true, I guess the same as the plan in Kiev. Once they grind up enough Moscow's forces, then they will continue their counterattack. The Russian military will go on the offensive once the situation on the ground becomes, quote-unquote, favorable, end quote, for such an endeavor. Senator Dmitry Perminov, a member of the Defense Committee of Russia's Federation Council, the country's upper chamber has said, and I'm quoting, "We are currently grinding up the armed forces of Ukraine. When the moment is favorable for us, our army will go on the offensive." End quote. If you still have resources, my man, that means you need a new mobilization, you need to bring the weapons, the big guns, and I'm not talking about nuclear weapons. And then, yeah, I believe you. Until then, not even believe you, but I believe it when I see it. Let's put it this way. Perminov told Russian news agency Ura.ru in an interview published on Sunday. The senator expressed doubts that negotiations between Moscow and Kiev will happen anytime soon, reiterating a stance repeatedly voiced by top Russian officials. And I'm quoting, "The American masters are not allowing Zelensky to sit down at the negotiating table. Moreover, at their behest, a law was passed that directly prohibits him from conducting negotiations with the Russian Federation." End quote. Not only him, but anyone else. The senator in Ukraine. The senator noted, referring to legislation adopted by Ukraine last fall. Perminov also touched on Ukraine's long-heralded counteroffensive effort launched by Kiev in early June. The offensive did not yield any tangible results, resulting in heavy losses for the Ukrainian military, with thousands of servicemen killed or wounded, as well as sizable amount of Western-supplied military hardware lost. Lack of progress has already angered Western handlers of Ukrainian authorities, the senator noted, apparently referring to numerous publications' criticisms about Kiev's lack of progress, as well as the heavy losses and questionable tactics of its troops. And I'm quoting, "We see that their Western masters are dissatisfied with the results of the offensive. They expected more from them. These grievances are beginning to come out directly," end quote. Perminov stated, and I'm quoting again, "For almost 2 months now, a counteroffensive has been going on, but it has not led to any success for the Ukrainian nationalists. They lost a lot of their servicemen, manpower, and weapons that the West provided them," he added. Well, I think they all, if circumstances permit, you go in a counteroffensive, obviously, but if you still have the resources, if you don't resources, it's like you're in a fight and you see an opening, but you can't take advantage because you can't do it anymore. happened. So, yeah, you see it, oh my God, I can do this. Or maybe when you play soccer, when I used to play some, being a little bit older, and you look around and say, man, I can do this, I can do this. I used to be able to do this. Yeah, here after about 70 minutes of playing, you can't do that anymore. So take it easy, stud, pass the ball. So the same here. Yeah, you can say, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. It's nice, blah, 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 or this kind of, I love you, I love you. Okay, I got a lot of them. Don't give me that. Show it. How do you show it? With action. Understanding, respect, reciprocity, and, whatever it is. And then, obviously, some intimacy. But hey, it's not about that. Here it's about different kind of intimacy here between the Ukrainians and the Russians, or the Russians and Western countries. So, of course, the counteroffensive will come if the Ukrainians are, and these guys have resources. Unless they're going to be like both of them leaning on each other. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.